Guys, you can find all kinds of phones at Walmart, you know, anything from cheap $20 flip phones to iPhones for a few $100s. But did you know Walmart actually has its own mobile plan for certain devices? Well, I bought a cheap $40 phone from Walmart that's apparently locked to this Walmart family mobile service, and in this video, we're gonna test it out and see if it's any good. Now, they have these in stores, but I did buy mine online, and you can see here, it's actually just like it's straight up branded as Walmart family mobile. Hold on. My box is not sealed. Is this thing used? You can see the tape was removed right there, and just the seal was stuck to the inside of the box. Wow, that's not a great start. But pulling it out, we got all the standard stuff here, and yeah, wow, yeah, this phone definitely has some marks on it and stuff. There's straight up, wow, there's straight up a fingerprint right there. There's no way, dude. There's like slight marks and fingerprints all over it. Somebody used this phone, returned it, and then there's another one right there, and sent it back out to me. You gotta be kidding me. What a start here. So as you saw, it's a TCL K33 5G with an almost 7-inch display, 13 megapixel camera, 34 hours of battery life, which means nothing. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn it on and see what happens. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that there was a little piece of dust under the screen film. So it's almost like somebody took the screen film off and put it back on. Also, Verizon? Does this Walmart service run on for Verizon? I guess it's not too surprising, but that's interesting. All right, finally booted and we got a little welcome screen here. Let's go ahead and get this thing started and set up. Okay, and the first thing it pops up with is this app update service statement. I almost feel like this is one of those things related to the app bloatware that comes preloaded on a lot of these cheap phones. I wonder if I can turn it off and continue forward. I can. Okay, that's, no, what? Trouble activating your device, excuse me? Are you telling me I can't use this phone at all? It won't even let me turn this phone on unless it's activated, but how do I activate it without turning the phone on? Oh my gosh. We have a little booklet here saying Walmart Family Mobile start here, so let me go ahead and just try to activate this from a different device, and maybe that'll let me boot this thing up. Okay, well I got signed in and it's asking me for plans now. We have this option, this is the cheapest option here, 1988, you get 4 gigs of data, 4G LTE and 5G compatible, talk and text, mobile hotspot. Yeah, let's go ahead and select this one and sign up for it. Okay, well I think I'm activated now. Let's go ahead and turn this phone off and back on and see if it works. Okay, back to the welcome screen. Let's get started. We'll keep that on just in case. I agree, and there we go. Nice, it's set up. We got a phone number and everything. And yeah, let's go ahead and click next and set this thing up. Oh, and hey, this phone's got 5 gig Wi-Fi. Hey, that's a nice little bonus. A lot of times these cheap phones don't have that. Okay, and in setting this thing up, there is a fingerprint reader. Let me see if I can figure out where it's at. And of course, it's on the power button here, so let's go ahead and set that up. Okay, got that set up. There's also apparently face unlock. Let me set that up as well. I got a little peek at that camera there with the selfie, and it's not great, which we'll find out here, and we'll just see how that looks in just a second here. And here we are again. What is this, man? There's so many, such a big mixture of crap now. So we got Walmart Family Mobile, we got TracFone, we got Verizon, all somehow intertwined and interlooped here. We got this TracFone device pulse thing. Sure, let's leave it all on. Why not? TracFone Wireless, a Verizon company. So it's Walmart Mobile, a TracFone company, TracFone, a Verizon company. Oh my goodness, finally we are booted up here to the home screen. We got it set up, and let's go ahead and boot this brightness up so we can actually see it. Wow, that's the first thing I gotta say. The max brightness is, oof, it's not great. I mean, looking straight on, the brightness is not bad for max, but once you go outside, it's gonna be bad. And also the viewing angles are really crappy. You know, not surprising for this price of a phone, but just something to point out here. Now, I'm really curious what kind of apps are preloaded on this phone, because usually there's a ton of bloatware, and I imagine Walmart Mobile is not any different. Maybe there's some preloaded Walmart apps. I don't know, but let's go ahead and choose. It just moved for me. Okay, let's go ahead and check. So first of all, we have My Hub, One Store, Assistant, Play Store, Google. We got My Account, which I think is a Walmart Family Mobile app right there. Also the One Weather, Swish, Daily, Facebook, Device Pulse. I feel like I've seen most of the others. I've seen more on the fourth page here. Get more stuff under Media, Productivity, Tools. I feel like I've seen a lot of this stuff on a lot of cheap phones from Walmart, to be honest. And dude, this Device Pulse thing never stops beeping. I've seen it before on previous phones from Dollar General and stuff like that. So annoying. But I guess we can see some details here. So you can see our device is a TCL T513V, which is, I guess, an alternate name for a TCL K33. Phone names, man. But anyways, back to the apps. Let's check out all the apps in the app drawer here. And honestly, not too bad. You get a little bit of bloatware from this like My Hub, One Store, and I think the Swish and stuff there, but honestly, it's not horrible. Mostly just Google apps. But all right, let's hop into our settings first and check that out and see what kind of specs we got on this phone. If I can find my settings, hello. So first, as we saw, we got 64 gigs total. Now 21 is already taken up here, which is a little strange. Android 15 is taking up 16 gigs. Jeez, man. And I guess that answers the question about what Android version we're on. I guess we're on 15 dot something. Let's go ahead and check that out. Okay, so here we go. We got Android 15. We got a MediaTek Dimensity 6300 CPU. Let me look that up real quick and see what kind of specs are on that bad boy. It actually appears to only be like a year and a half old at this point, so not too bad there. We got 4 plus 4 gig for RAM. We got 64 gigs of storage, 5,000 milliamp hours for battery, that's not bad, honestly. Our display, wow, our display is 90 hertz. Okay, I mean, you can kind of see it from when you scroll through. You can't see it on camera because it's in 30 FPS, but I can see it here with my eyes, my own 2 eyes looking at it.
I have special eyes.
It's pretty fast. But our display resolution is not the best, 720 by 1600, but also not surprising. And of course, got our cameras right there. So next up, let's go ahead and try out our cameras, see how those work. And I gotta say, oh no. Oh no, here we go. Here comes the bloatware. Oh man, we got TikTok and Solitaire just downloaded from somewhere. I don't know where. There's Mahjong. Block Blast, Candy Crush Saga, Tile Explorer, Temu, Pinterest, Toon Blast. They just keep popping up. This is like a thing on all of these super cheap phones from like Walmart and Family General, Dollar General, whatever it's called. All these places just somehow install all these random games and apps. And I don't think you can just like, there's nowhere on here that just says like, yes, disable all of these apps. You hop into apps and it just shows you, it's just standard Android stuff. And it keeps going. Word Trip, what is that? Pandora, Bubble Shooter. Wow, this might be the most I've ever seen. Now, can we delete these? I would assume so. Yeah, you can remove it. No, it's just down here now. Okay, can I uninstall it? Okay, you can uninstall it. Okay, that's good, but like, just why, man? But anyways, let's hop back into the camera while that's just doing some stuff in the background. We'll do the selfie cam here first. I mean, honestly, it's that's not a very flattering photo, but that's just because of my face. It's not a bad picture though. $40 phone, man. Can't complain about that. Okay, actually, ooh, man, the back camera. This is pretty bad. Oh, you know what? Once you take the photo and go into the camera roll, it's actually a little bit better than it was in the camera viewfinder itself. Still not great, but yeah, it's actually better than I thought it would be. It's also a 2x zoom. Let me go ahead and zoom on some consoles on my shelf. And yeah, honestly, like that's not horrible. That's acceptable. We'll just hop into our Chrome browser, do a little speed test here, and see what kind of speeds we're seeing out of the antennas inside of this phone. I should also point out that in typical cheap phone fashion, the vibration is really rough. Like it's just like one long vibration. It's very annoying. It's not the end of the world. But I was going to run a speed test. I'm kind of curious on the speeds here because yeah, not bad. Over 5 gig Wi-Fi. I'll actually try the exact same speed test on my iPhone 16 Pro here and see what I get. Yeah, so over 5 gig Wi-Fi, you can see I got 218 down, 194 up on the Walmart phone, and then about double that on both download and upload on my iPhone 16 Pro. Not a huge deal. This is still probably plenty fast for what you'd be using this phone for, but just something to point out there. Oh, and here's the mobile services manager that I guess installed all those apps without telling me. Let me see what this says now. Yeah, there they are. It installed all these apps for me. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I just press OK, and there's no other option. It's just gone now. But next up, guys, I want to hop into YouTube, which I think is pre-downloaded here, and see how it works. That's a pretty good litmus test of honestly phones in general. If they can't play a YouTube video, then they shouldn't exist. So let's try this out. Go to our channel here and see how it runs. Got this recent video where we got some phones from whatnot. Okay, it immediately loads the video. Let me go ahead and scrub through it and see how fast it'll load here. No, I didn't press that. Also, what was that? Anyways, let's go ahead and scrub through. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of buffering here. Not bad. It was working well, but now it just has frozen. There I go. I guess just needed an extra minute or so, and now it's for the most part fine. Honestly, this is light years better than most $40 phones I get. And honestly, just scrolling back and forth on this phone, going through different apps and everything, the performance is perfectly fine. Again, usually on phones this cheap, they just like lag all the time. They're doing stuff in the background. They're bad. But hey, man, I'm satisfied so far. Now next I'll hop into one of these downloaded games and test it out and see how it runs. And then we'll test out the actual Walmart family mobile service and just see how performance is on that. So let's go ahead and just pull one of these up. We'll try, I don't know, Dice Streams? What is this? They all seem like games that should run perfectly fine, but you know, we'll find out. And I should mention this phone actually did not force me to sign into Google, so I haven't even signed into Google at all yet. And we have all the apps and stuff you really need already downloaded, which is kind of nice. Okay, yeah, it runs perfectly fine so far. It's basically one of those games where you get coins and you like build stuff. I'm not surprised it's running fine. Yay, wait, what did I just earn? I don't know. Let's go back. Oh, and now Dice Stream is gonna notify us like every 5 minutes to finish some stuff. Nice. So yeah, I mean, so far this phone passes all the basic tests. Let's go ahead and try out our family mobile service. I'll turn off Wi-Fi and connect to just our service here. We got 4G LTE, as you can see in the top corner. Actually, just changed to 5G. Let's go ahead and just start with a speed test and see how that runs. Okay, so 2 speed tests here. First of all, on the Walmart mobile, we did have 5G service when this thing ran, and we had 24 down and 8 up. Then on my personal phone, we had Verizon again. We have 5G ultra wideband though, and 42 down, 18 up. So clearly, the Walmart mobile is not using as many bands, or they're throttling our speeds, or something, maybe both, which could be attributed to both the phone itself not supporting those additional bands, or maybe it's just Walmart mobile. They only let you transmit on certain bands, which is not surprising because it is like a smaller thing under Verizon, and you pay a whole lot less. So any or all above, I think, are feasible. And okay, my phone just locked and turned back on. And what is this? This came out of nowhere. I guess I'll accept it because why not? Oh, ooh, this phone has ads on the home screen. Hold on. It's also giving me an update required thing now, dude. There's no way. Can I turn this off? There's no way they're throwing ads on the lock screen here, right? And yeah, under lock screen settings, I don't see anything to turn off those ads unless maybe you turn off all notifications, which obviously you don't really want to do in most cases. I just took this phone from like an 8 out of 10 for 40 bucks to like a 3 out of 10. You're gonna pull this bad boy out of your pocket and accidentally click Tubi, and then you're pulling up ads. And like, I mean, like I get it, ads are fine in most cases, but like having an ad on your lock screen is just, that's kind of wild for a phone you paid for. But I also want to make a phone call here and see just, you know, if phone calls work here. So let's go ahead and try that. Grandma phone. Okay, it is connected here. I'm kind of curious though if we can get a handover to Wi-Fi here. Let me turn Wi-Fi on. So now we have Wi-Fi on. We should be on Wi-Fi now. Let's go ahead and turn off our cell service and see if it keeps going. And yeah, I'm still talking. It seems to have handed over to Wi-Fi just fine here. Okay, nice. Now it's asking for this on the lock screen. Gotta be kidding me, man. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, go check out this Walmart phone here as well. A folding phone from Walmart is kind of wild. So go check that out. I'll see you guys there.